You're getting ready to watch the 1999 to 2006 Audi Allroad Quattro front strut conversion. Safely raise the vehicle, take off the front tire. Release the airline at the top of the strut and remove the nut from the lower strut bolt. That's your airline. See how he took it off and reconnected it so it's out of the way? There's your lower strut bolt. Disconnect the upper control arm, remove the upper strut nuts and the lower strut bolt, then remove the strut from the vehicle. See what he's doing here is he's actually using a punch to spread the spindle so we can pop out the ball joints. Sometimes you got to do that because that's a clamp set up there. When the bolt goes through, it clamps it all together. Now he's moved the cover out of the way to access the top of the strut. Sometimes those bolts want to fight you when they come out, so it's really good to clean the hole out when you put it back together. And there's your strut. Now if you look, the upper control arm is attached to the strut. Remove the new strut from the Strutmasters box and prepare it for installation. Remove the top from the old strut and put it on the new strut. You see he's taking the bolts out. And they're Allen heads, so what you're going to do is take out the bolts, then take the whole top apart. Align the upper control arm properly and attach it to the new strut. Now this is important, guys. When you're aligning it up, you want to make sure that the ball joints correspond with the slot. So when you put it on the lower control arm, the slot goes over the lower control arm like it's supposed to. If you don't do that, what's going to happen is you're going to have to take it back out and align it properly. Just take notice of how it was on the original strut and duplicate it on the new strut. Install the new front strut onto the vehicle, tighten the top strut nuts. Now he's putting his weather stripping back on, the cover's in place. It's almost done. Now he's going to go down below. Use a jack to realign and insert, tighten the lower strut bolt. The reason for using a jack is so you don't have to wrestle with everything. You've got the spindle, you've got the control arm, you got to raise all that up. So use the jack, it helps you out. Line it all back up. Put the bolt in, Sometimes you gotta finesse it. Reconnect the upper control arm, tighten the lower strut bolt. You're almost home. Now here's the thing, guys. Those upper ball joints have a groove in them that the bolt actually slides through. It won't go in if that groove isn't lined up with the spindle. It just won't allow it to go in. So you got to make sure you finesse it and drive it in there. Don't just pound it into submission. Now he's tightening up the strut bolt. Reinstall the front wheel, lower the vehicle to the ground.
Turn it off, we're done!
This concludes the mechanical installation portion of our video. Now, if the vehicle has electronics, refer to your instructions or call the guys at Strutmasters for help. They'll be happy to help you.